and with Hamas and Israel, and I don't know. There's just so much hate focus sometimes that I just
Hmm.
I just want to shake humanity.
Yeah, it
It's like,
gets
please stop with the hate all the time.
the hate gets old. It really does.
It's so old for me. I just go, oh God, I can't. And of course, they've been fighting there for just what, since the beginning of time. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
plus they have such a no concern for human life. Like I just saw that now they're threatening to start executing the hostages one at a time.
Oh,
Yeah, there's just no
no.
concern for human life or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
And these are families and women and children and
yeah, because they're just
kids,
innocent citizens, So
citizens. Yeah. Just
it always, my heart always just sinks a little bit when I go, why are we still so involved in that as a people? All right, enough of that. Let's move to our animals, who are a lot more positive and unconditional,
yeah.
loving love.
Yeah.
And that's why we have this, is to kind of have a nice, different for an hour.
Hmm.
Although we do live in the world, so it's hard just,
Yeah.
separate completely. All right. So let me read off. I have 7 question stars. So let me read off, make sure I got everybody who put one in. You know how that goes. So I am spiritual. Got a question. Christine Raposa got a question. Ness, I think it was a question. It's sort of in the middle of your thought, but I started. Lisa Foster, question. Viviani, question. Juanita's review, question. Joyful Journey, question. So did anybody else ask one that I missed?
If we missed your name, let us know so we can get your question up there. And Debbie's rules
Yes, and Mark's as well.
and Mark's as well. If you put a question in, please
Yeah,
stay with us. We're here an hour.
I know, because I carry our rules over when I read on other channels too,
Oh,
because
there
it
you go.
makes a world of difference, guys.
It really does.
Be here when we get to your question.
Oh, Atha said,
She has a question.
uh-huh, says, I did. Can you repost your question, Atha?
I haven't met. Oh, here's some now coming. Jamie Johnson, Bonita DeRosa.
Thank you, Lisa.
Hey, I didn't see a question from you. Can you put it in again?
Thank
Yeah,
you, Viviani.
still open for a couple minutes.
All right.
Baker, I didn't see a question. Please put it in again. I don't know why it's not on there. Are you simulcasting?
Yes, yes. So you can see the little the folk the
Terrific.
family that has a little
Yeah,
linky thingy on them there.
love it.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were not, but I finally fixed it where you were able to. So I
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh,
oh,
because I was gonna post that we were live, and then I saw that that was there, and I thought, oh, I'll just
good.
pop that
Yeah, I
on.
started seeing the little, I call them little paper clips that come
Yeah,
out.
paper clips.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I think you're there.
paper clips.
Okay, I'm still, all these people that said I missed their question. I'm waiting a couple more minutes so you can.
So
so you,
Melissa and Rose have questions.
who?
Melissa and Rose.
Yeah, I starred those two.
Okay. For some reason, I'm not seeing uh, the stars on this end, but that's okay.
It's, I don't know why.
It's all right. I'm
Do you
not
have,
on my normal gig here. This
oh,
is
do you have your starred area up at the top of the?
I do. I can see that.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
that's weird. Okay, well, I have enough. I'm going to get started. I still think
All
I
right,
missed
here we
some
go.
questions.
Ilmara has a question.
Okay, Lisa Falcone.
Snoop. We have plenty of questions now.
Now there's a million. Okay. So I'm going to star them. I know we won't get to all of them. I might jump around a little because sometimes I like to get a person who we never do,
Yeah,
like
yeah, for sure.
and then I'll try to get to everybody though as best I
All
can.
right, here we go.
So let's see here. Who do?
Who do who do?
I am spiritual. I'm going to go with you first, and then after that, I'm going to jump to um, Bonita de Rosa. All right. Did I push the question? Yeah, there's I am spiritual's question. All righty then. Sophie, little dog, just passed 10 years old. She could not come out of an epileptic episode. Oh. Is she with Lulu and Lilybug?
Okay, first of all, these names.
Are cute as bugs. Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know. I'd probably go Lilybug, Lilybug. I might have to call them both bugs. Just me and my weird, wacky. Change everybody's name once I give them one. Yeah.
I'm just. She's showing. Sophie is showing me a scene here of Lulu and Lilybug ushering her, like helping her, like they were there before she passed. They were present with her during the episode,
Yeah.
and they're showing the licking, them licking her, and I feel like with that symbol, it's like they were there present helping her, and she just, you know, went right on with them. It was not even there wasn't even a pause. It was just like right on. They ushered her. They were part of the usher team, I guess is what you would say here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. They were right there. They're together. Sophie's still in that little bit of it's kind of like a pause that refreshes, but a little like I get the hangman, but you know, she's still adjusting to the transition a little bit there and feeling, like looking at things from a different perspective. That's what I'm getting. So, kind of reviewing because I feel like the animals review too. And she's talking about that epilepsy. But that was a challenge and a challenge her spirit was looking at. But she also says, considering that, um, illness, um, she couldn't have been in a better place to have that, and she's talking about you and being with you. She says, please don't feel, um, I saw part of your question where she said, I feel guilty that I couldn't help her. She goes, well, don't do that. She goes, because it was my time to go. She goes, I was done with that. I didn't want to continue on with that illness. I got what I needed from that and I wanted to move on. That's what I'm hearing about that. Um, but those little buddies were there to greet her.
Yeah, they feel very familiar.
Yeah.
To her, like they must have known each other. If they didn't know each other in this life, she recognized their spirits because they feel very familiar with each other. Like they all like in a row there, but
Yeah, and I think they may have kind of came down a little bit ahead of time to sort of help.
yeah.
Because Debbie was talking about that ushering. I feel like they kind of came back and forth trying to prepare the way in a way and prepare her for the transition process. Um, yeah. So I'm not getting much past that she's in heaven right now because I think she's still kind of, I don't know how long ago. You said it wasn't too just past. Um, she's still kind of up there.
She
Back.
says, "I love that. I prayed for them to be there, and yes, she was so sick the last few days, And
Yes.
yes, they knew each other. Okay.
Right.
That,
Okay, good.
mhm.
Yeah. Uh, so, I don't see like what she's looking at doing in the future yet because I think it's a little too soon. Sometimes it isn't, and just in this case, it does seem to be. Um, looks like she's thinking about movement in the future, but it's not quite time. That's what I'm hearing.
She also says that I don't know what this means to you, but she's it's like I felt pretty to the end. It's almost like she had the symbol is like a little bow in her hair. Like you made her feel good until and pretty no matter what. Um, I feel that seemed to be important to her on some level. So she's grateful to you for helping her feel pretty. And I
Yeah.
think there's more to it. I think there's a deeper message there, but hopefully you know what she means by that. But that um, it's almost like you knew that would be important to her. On some level, it's so interesting. I've never seen this with a dog, but there you have it. Hopefully you know what she means by it. But the connection with you it is at a soul level with her and you. And I do feel that she hopes to be with you again someday, but she is taking, it looks like, a time out there a little bit. Like Mark, you're saying, I sense that too.
Looking at options or something
Mhm,
like that.
mhm. But there is a soul connection there, and that uh, what what you two were to do together, you did,
Right.
and
She's saying she loved the beauty shop.
okay, well there you go.
Like to come back with her bows and stuff.
Okay, all right, so there you go.
I feel like she says even with the challenges I had physical,
Mhm.
it wasn't really about that so much. You still treated me like a little pretty princess. Um, it kind of looked beyond kind of a physical challenge that I came with, and she's really appreciative of that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that sounds great. All right, thank you. I am spiritual, and thank you, Sophie.
Yeah, Sophie
Oh, Sophie dog.
and Lulu and Lilybug.
Yep. So I told you that I was going to go to Bonita de Rosa next.
Okay.
Then Melissa, I don't think I've read for you either. So Melissa Hines, you're going to go next. There's a few new people, guys. I'm going to get to them and then we'll get back to my regulars, okay? Going to spread the love a little bit.
Hi, Bonita.
And some of you guys are coming from Debbie's channel. I love it so much. Be sure to, take a minute and subscribe to mine. Little self promotion.
Commercial.
Yeah. Bonita de Rosa. Any word for my mom's kittens, Skittens?
Skittens.
Skittens.
Aw.
Skittens.
Tell us a
Skittens.
little bit more about Skittens. Is Skittens on this side or that side? And
Or does it run away or something? I feel like I've read about Skittens before.
tell
But
us a little bit more what we're looking at here with Skittens. And is it a boy or a girl? A boy?
yeah, Bonita's here. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it.
Hi, Bonita.
Um, any word for my mom's kitten?
Oh,
Oh,
long gone. Long
so
gone.
passed away.
Okay.
All right. So we're looking at across the bridge.
Cross the
Skittens.
bridge, Skittens. And a boy? Okay. Skittens.
Be a
Skittens.
boy. I
Any
left
word.
that part out for some reason. Skittens. It's a very cute name. I gotta say that.
It was a girl. It was captured with a net.
Oh,
Because the reason I asked Bonita is because she gives me a sense of being adventurous. she has an adventurous part to her, like Phil. Um, at least part of her time, she was a she. She gives me the sense of adventurous. Um, okay, Smittens. But she did like as they did in the 1930s when they took cats away. We were getting who were getting old.
Ew,
Oh, how interesting. Okay.
I don't like it.
Well, uh, she's. I mean, she's been back,
Yeah,
but in regards to that life,
she's already reincarnated at
mhm,
least once, and come back. That's the first thing I heard. And plus,
mhm.
the first card is just this innocent looking through new eyes. That's like she's already been back
Oh,
in physical form. But I'm wondering, let's see.
okay. She's talking about you know, she doing her job. Um, like she did her job. She felt she was in the best family ever. She was with the best family ever here, and yeah, I don't know how she came to the family, but she liked the structure. She felt safe within the family. My mom was a little girl and was crying and crying. Yeah, I bet she was.
Yeah,
But let her know that Skittens felt a part of, felt like she was in the right place with her, and and yeah, it's I can't say anything better about her time. She did her job. She did it well. She was part of the family. She felt it was very structured for her and safe, and that was all good. And I feel like possibly that before she came to that family, she may have felt kind of on the out somehow, but she then got to your mom's family and found a home, and she loved it. I can say that, and she keeps talking about she did her job and she did it well there.
yeah. I and then she's moved on from
Mhm.
that experience. She's been back more than once. I feel like, uh, and it's possible. There's a possibility that she has been back with the family somehow. She kind of moved on, learned that lesson there, even that way that she was taken and all that.
Mhm.
That wasn't the most positive, but she kind of moved away from that to more positive ex, experiences. Like she went into exploring further,
Ah.
going outside those limits and boundaries that she had, and it has expanded. Um, she's much wiser, smarter, and part of that's from that lifetime. But I kind of wonder if maybe she's been back around the family only because a lot of time I get this card when they said, "Ha, I've been back."
Mhm.
Surprise, oh my God, kind of a thing. So, but so I don't know. I feel like she may have been back with the family again since that time when your mom was a kid, like
Mhm.
later.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering about that. If you guys had a cat, much later, when like the family cat or something.
Mhm.
Anyway, she wanted to tell me that. All right. There's way too many questions. Okay. Thank you guys. So I told Melissa Hines I'd go next. There's a lot of new people too today. So
I think you guys are maybe Skittins came back as our dog Gypsy or Zippy.
oh
Could be. I'm struck that she was talking right in the beginning that she's very adventurous. So
yeah.
and she was giving me a sense of being a male. So I'm wondering if she was letting me know or letting you know that maybe she did come back as Zippy.
Well, and plus this card
Exploration. Yeah, she's very adventurous.
and stepping outside your boundary.
Boundaries.
Which
Yeah.
that's
Mhm,
a dog
mhm.
route.
Yep.
I'll step out of the cat
Yep.
boundary. So I don't know. That's why I like you guys to comment, because it adds more context sometimes to the cards, and just it's a better reading.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say about that. Okay,
Hi, Melissa.
yeah, we got definitely more questions that we'll get to. So Melissa's question is, can I get a message from my cat Tanner, a boy who passed years ago? Okay, let's see about Tanner.
Hi, Tanner.
Melissa already said hi. I know she's here. Um,
Tanner comes in and he's very playful. Like like pushing the ball, pushing little things and chasing things. Very playful, energetic little energy he's coming in with. So I don't know if in his younger days or whatever he was very playful, but he comes in very playful. He's a very playful, loving energy, and so you may have experienced that with him. Um,
I think like quite a bit of energy, like
yeah,
that playfulness when you were describing it. I could see that at the same
yeah,
time, and like little dancing, jumping, like with the ball going, like being
yeah,
quite
yeah, a
funny
lot.
and playful. Like, um, I like that.
He was. She said, "Okay."
Like an entertaining kitty. Oh, she said he was a character. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like pretty entertaining.
Yeah. So he comes in with that very strong, and usually they do that, Melissa, to let you know that we are talking to your boy there, and so let's see now.
Hmm.
He's showing me too a connection to another human, um, uh, as well. So I feel like there's another human involved in his life that he was connected to as well. And like he would have he would have presented himself different um, to this person. Maybe maybe a little more gentle. I'm not sure what he's trying to show me here, Melissa. But
Do you have any pets now, Melissa? He used two, I think. I don't know what that it was answering you. I have two dogs. Okay. Here we go. What's that? A lot of times this card will come up for me, this conundrum up in the air. when it's like I'm looking at the possibility of getting out of the sky back on the ground,
Mhm.
and I'm kind of looking at that possibility, wondering if that's something that's in my future. So, that another way of saying that is I'm looking about returning to you in the house, confidently in between two dogs. You just
Oh,
told me
look at that.
that you had two dogs. So, that's kind of like, hmm, there's dogs. That's a bit of the conundrum. Uh, do I want to come back as a cat? I feel like he does, though.
Mhm.
Um,
She said, I would love that.
but I'm he's discernment, taking a look, close look. He's really looking at this as a definite possibility. He's not going to give it up easily, uh, because he would like to get back to that love and bugging. Like here we are, we have hugs and bugs. Earthly pleasures, like being a cat on the earth. So when I get all that kind of thing, I just like to counsel people to just start considering that as a possibility, especially if you hadn't really thought about that before. Um, and because I think maybe that's why you brought him up, even though he's been gone a while. Um, and you're like, now I've got dogs, but he's been focusing on you, and I think he's had his attention on you, and maybe that's he's been coming to your mind a little bit recently. Even though he's been gone, or maybe because you watch us and the show, and then it's made you think about that a little bit more. Are you hearing anything else, Deb?
Um, just he keeps describing this connection. So he definitely, that picture of him in the tree in that card looking
Yeah,
down at that connection, he's definitely has his eyes on you.
right.
And such a love bug. And so um
Yeah, I've been thinking about him a lot. Yep, that's that little. He's sending you little love beams, like from heaven. I feel like, I can't get over that. That conundrum card. It's just in my brain of him, like watching you, like what Debbie just said, watching you and his eyes on you and thinking about you. And I think that's
and
part why he's been on your mind a bit.
yeah, that makes sense. And it's like, you know, I don't know what this means for you, but he says, I like what you've done with the place. So I feel like you've made some changes since he's been here. But he feels like you've done well. So that's the message.
Yeah, it also feels like it's a good time for a kitty cat again, kind of.
Mhm.
It's like the time has come. But he's got that constant focus on you because you're his
Oh,
family,
see, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like a mixed. There's dogs included. It's great. I have the cat cards, but I drew two dogs
Mhm.
in them. It's
That's
all
funny.
pride.
Mhm.
And just as a final card, the expect the best card.
Oh,
So get on. Oh, we've moved, she said.
oh, okay.
Get on.
Like he likes it.
This can move along pretty quickly too, Melissa. I don't think there needs to be a big long wait period. Feels like we can get it going. Sometimes they just want you to be aware that that's what we're thinking about, and then they can get it into motion. I think that's what I feel. Anyway, thank you, Melissa. Thanks for the question.
Yay, Melissa. Thank you.
Tanner. Good luck on returning, little Tanner man.
Yeah, Tanner. Welcome back.
Very cute kitty name. I love that name.
Me too.
Okay. Um, have you looked over the questions?
Oh no. Mm-mm. Okay. This is not my gig, so it's like
I
a
know.
little harder for me to
Here, I got one. Let's go with KK. I'm kind of being random today, guys. Don't get mad at me. All right.
Hi, KK.
I think you might be new to me, but Lord, at this point, after 2 years, I don't know. You may not be. Hi, Mark and Debbie. Hi, KK. Could you please send my mama horse, Chica, energy, healing? Her whole body is sore. Oh, Chica, especially in her hind end. She's having a hard time getting around. Okay.
All right, Kate. All right, Chica.
How old is Chica? Mama horse. So she's a little older because she probably had some. For Chicago. What's that mean? Okay.
I think she meant to say Chica, and it, autocorrect her to Chicago.
Oh, gotcha, Gina.
She's 14.
Something just happened in Chicago and I missed it. Okay, she is 14. Okay, Chica. Well, you tune in, Debbie. I'm going to send energy. Like light energy. You can too, but that's what I'm going to do here for a minute.
I wonder what the soreness is from.
Yeah, I don't know what the soreness is from. Feels a little just like muscle soreness or overuse or something. Overextended. He's sending a lot of light, but it's interesting. It's going around the muscle sort of, but almost like it looks a little bit like in the blood, but then going around the muscle. It's an interesting picture I'm seeing.
Let's see. I don't. KK's not saying anything right now in regards to it, but yeah, it's hard to know. Is this KK? Is this from an infection or?
Right. Or did she get out and was running around, or what happened? It doesn't feel too. I feel like it'll pass.
I think she's sore from last time I got her feet trimmed. She didn't want to stand still, and last foot farrier to hold her leg and sort of restrain her to calm her down to stand still. Okay, so you're sensing pain because of her things. Well, I would definitely. I mean, I don't know what Mark is feeling, but I do you do blood work on horses and stuff like that? I just don't know how that all works. I would get some blood work done to see what you're dealing with here. There may be more to it that you could really assist her with. So, yeah.
It does look like the muscles were overused, so almost like being afraid a little bit. So just being tense, like holding tension, and it's sore. What we're kind of looking at there, and like the muscles sort of tensed up, so wanting them to relax.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, KK, for doing that. She's gonna definitely run a blood test
Right.
because it could be as simple as a little infection somewhere that is building up in the muscle, or some I I don't know, but that's kind of where I was taken, and Mark is connecting into some of that as well, so I feel like that's a good way to go.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they showed me that blood for some reason.
Yeah, and I was seeing, um, when you look into, a microscope,
Uh-huh.
I was seeing that, so I feel like with those 2 connected, there's something going on there, so
Okay.
check that out, KK. I feel like it's something that can be addressed, though, but, just needs to be caught.
She took all that energy though, so I
Yeah.
feel like she
Mhm.
probably will feel a little bit better. She was really good about accepting the energy.
Mhm.
Okay.
Precious girl. Yeah.
I won't be able to take any more questions, guys, because we're got a lot. Uh, let's go to Christine. I know I've read for you a lot, Christine, but looks like you're having some difficulties. So let's look at you today. The twins, Jack and Ginger, attacked Maggie, my cat, yesterday. Maggie's under the bed. Is she injured? Can you ask her to come out? I'm returning the twins to the rescue.
Rescue, okay. So Jack and Ginger, are they
Dogs.
oh, they're dogs,
Yeah.
okay. And Maggie the cat, okay.
Yeah. And she's had a lot of difficulty with these two dogs. She adopted them, but it's just been one thing after another, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Maggie.
I don't feel like she's hurt.
Right.
It's more like emotional or
Yep.
scared,
Trauma.
like that.
Trauma.
And so she's not going to come out right away because she's like upset. But I don't really see like a big old injury. Um,
Okay, so they're black lab mix. Yeah, too much for my household. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting a sense that that's I do feel that there is a perfect fit for them. So not to worry about Jack and Ginger. But I do want also uh, Maggie will be okay. Um, but and you may have seen this before, Christine, but um, when she kind of in the trauma of it separated from her body, she will return and everything will be okay.
right.
Um, but in the meantime, you're like, why isn't she doing her normal thing? Well, because she's kind of on the outside of her body. If this is her right here, she's right here, and so she hasn't quite come all the way to. So let's do some energy work and bring her back in. And but I don't know that she will trust Jack and Ginger if Jack and Ginger are still there. I don't know that she'll want to come out.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from the two of them together. It's more their
Yeah.
because this card comes out and look at that. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. They just do that to each other.
what you resist persist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more about the two together than them individually. It's
Right.
they feed off each other
Yeah.
and
It's like a pack mentality.
yeah,
And it builds up the if one is excited, it's going to build up in both of them, and it's going to be times
right.
10.
And then it's a lot of energy, and
Mm-hmm.
then it kind of spills over to the cats and the birds and everybody else because and even though your intention was great and to get them both,
Mm-hmm.
um, it be it's just too much. The two of them together,
Yeah, they just
it's even their personalities
yeah.
together are like
She
oh
says it's a game for Jack and Ginger, and yeah, but
yes, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but not so much if you're the kitty or if you're Christine, even.
Yeah.
Because, when she's tried to walk them. And plus, a lab is a big old dog, too. And when you got two of them not being very cooperative, it becomes too much. Um, but I'm kind of feeling bad, or I feel like a failure. Don't think like that.
Mm-mm.
Uh, it's again about the two of them. And you're deciding, well, I'm going to have to make a big change, and that's true. That's what you do need to do, because even in this card again, it's like what you resist persists. It's sort of like, I've been feeling for a while, these two aren't going to work out, and so that you might have to, and they're not changing, they're just persisting in we're too much, you know what I mean. um and sometimes when they just keep insisting, um then that next thing, they'll be better off with somebody else. Like Debbie said, there's a other where they'll fit in better. They'll actually be better alone.
Yeah, apart from each other.
Yeah,
Hmm.
both of them.
But
Um,
I can understand why people don't want to separate them, but they would really thrive
yeah,
separated. But um,
and see when they have each.
and um, Maggie can hold her own, so
Yeah,
she'll be okay.
yeah,
She'll be okay.
yeah. I agree with that. And sometimes because they're together, see, it even makes them harder then to build a one-on-one relationship with you, like Christine,
Hmm.
because they have the constant distraction of their dog buddy. You know what I mean? So even that, it becomes harder and harder for you to have a positive relationship with one or the other, because they're
Hmm.
always kind of
Hmm.
take a step with one and the other one will take it back. So I can see, and I know you've been struggling because I felt it, uh,
Hmm.
but I understand your intentions were good. Um, it's just, it's just the two of them together is like
Hmm.
a lot. And if they're just bonded, I could see why you'd want to take them both back.
Hmm.
But anyway, I think the kitty cat's going to be okay, though.
Yeah. Hmm.
She was,
Yes, most benevolent outcome to their future.
that's right.
Yes.
She was dramatic like cats will be, but it's more just irritated and pride and, hurt my feelings and all that kind
Dramatic.
of, right? Rather than, ow, my leg is bit. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that they're actual siblings, MLR. I'm not sure about that. Christine can tell us. Okay. Thank you, my dear. I'm really sorry about all that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's from the same litter, and they look alike.
Okay, so we did KK. Let's go to, here's somebody I don't recognize, JMZS. Try to jump with some new person again. Hi, JMZS. I know I
Hi,
don't know.
JMZS.
No, I don't know you because I would remember that. Oh, they look alike. They are from the same letter. Okay, I got you. Got you, sweetie. All right. If it's not too late to put a question, yeah, we kind of jumped you to the front a little bit. Uh, my cat, CCI, was thinking about bringing one of her brothers back. I feel like she's lonely. Is she, and which brother would she like?
Okay. Question in my cat CeCe. I was thinking about bringing one of her brothers back. I feel like she's lonely. Is she? And which brother would she like? Um,
AMZS, they're here.
uh, yeah, she do the. It's interesting. With all these acronyms, I'm like, well, JJ.
Yeah.
But is there a cat that starts with a J? Or am I just with all these acronyms? Just that's what popped in my mind. But there is a particular one that she would love to have. And I feel it was very similar to her. Or would it have been right next to her? Or
Well, I feel like she liked one of them, and it was kind of
it was
obvious in a way.
from a previous cat I had to rehome because she wanted to be an indoor-outdoor cat, and the kittens she had went to my daughter. Okay. So it would be, so if they were both, like if they were both small, or if they're both the same color, or there's something similar about them that she's trying to pinpoint the one that you're like, which one would she like? No, that one. I'm not sure my cat renamed the cats.
Yeah. I feel like she kind of messed around with one when they were together before. That there was sort of they seemed like buddies, you know. She definitely feels like she wouldn't mind to have a friend.
There was an orange tabby,
And a black and white.
Siamese or a black and white tuxedo. Which one does she look like? I'm not. I'm almost thinking it's a tabby, but
I don't know. Let's see.
I always find it so interesting that cats can have all these different, all these different. In one litter, they can have all these different.
I know.
Totally different cat colors.
Like seen Lisa's kittens, they all look like little white Siamese, and then there's one.
The one, yeah.
It's absolutely nothing. It don't even look like it came from the same book.
Exactly. Like where'd
you come from?
Where did you come from?
Cute as a bug, but then I thought it was like separating itself. It's like I don't look like which of these things doesn't look like the other.
Right. Exactly.
She's a long-haired tabby.
Okay, so yeah, so then the connection I was getting was the tabby. So
okay,
that's the direction maybe that she's going with this.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna see tabby cat. Stop. What was the other one? A Siamese? No.
Yeah. And then the and then the tuxedo one.
Oh yeah, tuxedo cat. That's what I wanted to ask. What about the tuxedo kitty? No, it seems like tabby kitty. I get a big yes on tabby.
Mm-hmm.
And a no, but it wasn't like a huge no, so I feel like that would work too. I feel like she does like, or he, I don't know if it's a he or she. Oh no, it's her. Would like to have one of the brothers back.
Mm-hmm.
She's a little out of balance, and I think this will help her balance out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's what you're sensing, you know,
mm-hmm.
And she would enjoy that.
Yes, the orange tabby. Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like to me, more towards the tabby.
It's interesting because I was seeing a tabby, but I didn't know what kind of cats they were talking about. But, you know, I get things in metaphor. And, you know, my team is like, we're going to try to help this girl out and just, you know.
Right.
But anyway, so I was seeing a tabby, whatever that means. And so I'm going with
the only thing I'm feeling a little teeny weeny itty bitty bit is that maybe your daughter's going to go.
That's what I was wondering.
I would rather you take the tuxedo.
Right.
There might be that.
I feel like your daughter's going to have a whole other idea of who to
I
give up.
like that too. So that's why my little other pendulum didn't really want to go no. It was like,
So it may be an issue, but
if your daughter has a big idea, one way or the other, she would just like to have a part, you know, a buddy. So if something like that, I don't know. I just have a weird
if there's like, that I felt the same thing, Mark. So If there's an issue with it, she'll be okay with whoever you choose. But since you asked, that's who she was leaning towards. So
Yeah. Or she might go, well, yeah, but I like that. Or something like that. But she said she already has 2 other cats. So it'll probably all work out.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I agree with you, little CeCe.
She said, "Thank you, thank you. It's made my decision so much easier. I appreciate you for being
Yeah.
here. Thank you."
Oh, look, I know. Now I'm realizing the first time I was calling the cat CCI. No, it's
I know. That's because
CC.
we had JMZS,
And
then
I
we had
think,
CCI, and then we had JJ coming in.
oh, I can be so literal. So, I mean, my mind just goes literal. It doesn't matter. It's just very weird. And you jumped in there. I'm sure you're like, going, what's Mark doing? I go,
I gotta jump in on her on this one for Mark. He's like,
going off the deep end. Okay. So we got a couple more minutes. Did you, when you were looking over, did you see somebody you wanted to pick?
Oh, did I never made it there. Okay. Let's see.
It's getting hard for me to choose.
Have we read for Lisa Falcioni?
Foster. Oh, no.
Falcioni?
Yeah.
Falcioni?
Falcon. I don't know. Yeah, no, we haven't. So let's do that
Okay,
one.
let's try.
Hi, Lisa. You're new to me. Sorry for butchering your last name. Falcione. I don't know. Okay. Snoop, who's alive,
Falcioni.
11 years old.
It
What do you
feels.
want me to do? No. Is it a dog or a cat? Hi, Lisa. Are you here? Yep. She's here. Um,
Okay.
it's a dog. Okay.
Okay. Snoop is alive, 11 years old. What does he want me to know? I was just streaming down looking for people we haven't read for you guys yet. So sorry if we.
That's kind of what we're doing today. I took one question as somebody we've read for because she was in that difficult position of one of
Okay. Mm-hmm.
my dog, you know, that. But we have been
All
trying to get new people.
Snoop. What does he want me to know?
He's a happy dog. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay. Lisa, this is a shared experience, so you can help us out with this. But he's showing me, and he's like, there's a bone on the ground, and this could be metaphor, so it could represent a toy, it could represent a type of food, or a type of treat. But he gets his bone, and it's okay, but he's kicking it back. He's like, almost like desiring something new here or different. Not liking the new treat. Maybe it is new and he wants the old one back. There's something going on here that he's just like and kicking that bone back to you. Like, no. So I don't know what that means for you, but maybe you can see where that resonates or fits in the okay, at least it says treats for sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Like new ones. Yeah.
But you do spoil him, Lisa, don't you? You do spoil him. So he likes that you're asking this question, that he can have an input here. And you talk to him a lot too, so that's good. Making him a part of what's happening is important to him. So like if you're leaving, you talk to him and you say, Snoop, I'm going out. I'll be back. I need you to uh, keep watch and walk the perimeter, do your thing, and I'll be back. Or you know what I mean? He likes having those jobs when you tell him, or letting him know what's happening. He likes that. So go ahead.
Does Snoop have a little habit that's sometimes, you know,
He's my best friend.
yeah.
Hmm.
Does he do something like, does he like to get in the trash or
Yes, I do that all the time when I leave, etc. Yeah, he likes that.
giving him a job, you mean? Yeah.
Talks to him, lets him know.
Yeah.
He barks. He barks.
Okay. Um, oh, I see what you, yeah. And so this even makes more sense. Sometimes he feels a little guilty because you'd say, stop barking. But because this is why I was asking that, because I got this guilt card.
Turn off the alarm.
But turn off the alarm would be that barking.
Yeah.
So he does realize, I love this little dog, guilty dog face.
Oh my God.
But that, sometimes he pushes the buttons and you get a little up, get annoyed, like stop barking so much, a little like that. So he realizes that. But he's a good boy. He's got you wrapped, I'm going to say that, around his little paw, because even if he barks or does something that, upset, he can still suck up right away, and then you just love him immediately.
I know he can't help it. I see him trying so hard not to bark. Oh, Snoop.
See, I love, though, that he wanted that card to come up, that little guilt.
Yeah.
That's the only card that I pulled, and I was like, why? It was something he wants me to know. He knows that, I love that. You see, I see him trying so hard. He's trying to tell you, I try hard, but sometimes it's just me, and that's what I just gotta be. You be you, because sometimes I just gotta be me, and I can't resist.
Can't help it. Yeah.
Very cute.
Hi, Sharon Saib.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mama? I was just thinking about you last night. Wondered how you were doing. Good to see you.
Yeah. And Lisa has more sick cats. But
okay.
Left.
Uh-oh.
So
what's going on with this?
She's got one that's throwing up again. I don't think she's going to end up in the hospital. She's a little worried about that. I don't feel like that's going to happen. But I just didn't get a chance to get to you there. But when I read your questions, Lisa, in case you're still here, it didn't feel dire. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like, uh-oh, here we go. Another one on the way. This feels more like upset stomach, but
it does feel like upset stomach. Yeah, we just jumped to the other Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Yeah, sorry, Lisa. Yeah, we finished with you and Snoop, and we jumped over just because I saw she was leaving. But anyway, we'd have to read on that another time. So I don't want to keep Debbie longer because she has other things to do. We didn't get to a lot of questions, guys. I appreciate you guys bringing them all in. But we just can't get to everybody. We do our best. All right. And
but we're back. We'll be back.
There's the next time. Next Monday, we'll get to go over to Deb's channel because we're going to be on Freebird Spirit channel. And then on Saturdays, you can come and ask me animal questions on Saturdays too. I'll be there Saturday at 4.
All right.
Okay, guys, we do love you and appreciate you very much. Hey, look, it gave me a Debbie with a check mark up there.
Yeah, that's because I linked.
Oh, I never saw that before. Oh, because I never had it on there before. I thought. I just now know. Hey, what's that?
Hey, that's something
Tea
new.
on it. All right. Anyway, we do love you guys. We love all of you and your animals so much, and we really appreciate them being willing to come and share their stories with us here on the YouTube.
Hugging you all.
Yep. Have a very great week. Okay. See you soon.